It is the most wonderful time of the year, which means it's time for me to celebrate two of my favorite things, cookies and Christmas. Today we are going to be making some whipped shortbread cookies. Shout out to my Auntie Andrea for the lovely family recipe that we will be using today. For this recipe, we are going to need flour, a pound of butter, cornstarch, icing sugar, a pinch of vanilla, and a dash of salt. A dash of vanilla and a pinch of salt. There we go. For the lovely tops, we are going to be using some holiday favorites, some green and red cherries. Also, before you get too carried away with your baking madness, you're going to want to preset the oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. So first of all, we're going to take a plate and get a pound of butter. And we're going to have to heat this in the microwave, but I'm going to cut it up into smaller bits first. Yeah, I'm just using a butter knife to cut the butter, as one does. Might be easier if you use like a cutting board, but I'm just doing this. Okay. And I'm going to put it in there for like 15 seconds. Just gotta feel for how soft your butter is. Mine's looking pretty good. So next we're going to put that in and mix it all together. Okie doke. I'm going to use this like paddle one. Probably work fine. Ooh, butter on my fingers. Literal butter fingers. I believe it's called shortbread because the recipe is very short. It's only 6 steps long. So this is perfect for me, who has a hard time following instruction. There's only 6 things I need to do. I hope I don't mess it up. Instruction number 2, add remaining ingredients. So we're just gonna go ahead and add everything else. 3 cups of flour. Okay, great start.
Turn the blender on and add it slowly though.
Okay. Tap it in. Just sounds like jingle bells, doesn't it? Keep on jingling along. Oh, make sure it's locked. Next, we are adding our sifted icing sugar, and I'm just gonna start adding this in slowly. I'm trying my best. So one thing I have never learned in school is how much a pinch of salt is, so we are just going to do some guessing here. I'm going to take like 3 fingers and do a 3-finger pinch because I have small hands. Okay, so I've just been informed that a pinch of salt usually means a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I've already put my pinch in, so we're just going to have faith that it was about a 1/4 cup. Cool. 1/2 cup of cornstarch. Now I'm not really sure what cornstarch is, but the recipe calls for it. It's deceivingly hard to pour out. 1/2 cup of cornstarch. Okay, scrape down the edges. I'm just going to pause this for a quick second. We have a big glob here, which is not what you want. We're going to scrape it all off. It should be soft and easy to scrape off, as you can see. The final ingredient for our mixing stage of this recipe is a teaspoon of vanilla. Putting it in the mixer. Close-up view on how our dough is looking. We're just gonna mix that vanilla in. Oh, it smells so good. It smells like Christmas. It smells like my childhood. Oh, it looks so good. I have got out my 2 nice cookie sheets. So one of my favorite parts about shortbread is like you can literally just like eat a pound of butter and like no one's gonna tell you differently. Like it's Christmas, like you do you, boo. It tastes good. Okay, next step, I'm gonna take my little Pampered Chef scooper thing, get your little dough balls sorted out. Okay, I'm gonna fill it to the top, use my little scooper thing. I'm not good at math, but like, there's gonna be like 20 something cookies on each thing. Have you ever had like one of those like coworkers or friends that you like don't really like, but you like feel obligated to get them a Christmas gift? Well, look no further. These cookies are the perfect present, and you don't have to like waste any money on them. Like, it's a perfect gift if you ask me. And you know, like, scooping the cookies always takes longer than expected. Been here like a while, and I've got like my first sheet almost done, so maybe just like put on some of your favorite Christmas movies in the background. You know, like I'll be watching like Harry Potter. It's my favorite Christmas movie. I've scooped out my dough onto 2 cookie sheets. I did 4 by 5, so there's 20 on each, which is a perfect amount of cookies for you and 20 of your friends to share. The next step we're going to do is we're going to embellish, make it look all cute and festive. So I'm just going to take my little cherry here, cut it in half, and move it to one side. Reminds me of Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer. I'm sure you've heard of him. This one's already cut in half, look at that. Less work for me. These cookies are just such a classic holiday favorite in my family. They're just such a staple around the Christmas season, so hopefully I'm going to impress my family with my baking skills this year. Okay, now that I have cut a few of my cherries, I'm gonna start showing you how I stick them in, kind of press them in with your thumb. Cute! Ah, that's actually so cute! So I'm gonna alternate red, green, in the holiday spirit. So again, using family tradition, I'm just gonna stick this on and push it in with my thumb. So fun. Okay, red, green. Your family will just eat these all up, literally. Yeah, you know, you can just like top these with whatever topping you want. Like I've seen people do this with like little like chocolates. I love Christmas and I just want everyone to know it. I don't care who knows. I'm just gonna stand here and shout about how much I love Christmas. I mean, my fingers are getting a little sticky and I'm not really into that, but it's all in the good of the Christmas spirit and I'm having the time of my life. I'm gonna put one on top. That is the 7-minute mark, so I'm just gonna check these and see how they're doing. They're looking good, but I'm gonna switch the top one to the bottom and the bottom one to the top. Just a quick switcheroo. Ah! I got my thumb in a cookie, but that's okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna put them in for like another like 3 or 4 minutes until they're all like solidified. Okay, it's been another 3 minutes and I believe these cookies are done, so I'm just gonna slide them out of here. I think they're done. I don't really know. I'm gonna have to ask my mom. I think they're good. Alright everyone, so both my batches of cookies are out from the oven now. This recipe gave me 75 cookies in total. So I have put all my cookies on the cooling rack and I'm just gonna leave them here for like 20 minutes until they're cool and then we're going to finish it off. Look at that. I'm just gonna line my cookie tin with some wax paper. I'm pretty sure we're like the only family that owns wax paper anymore. So if you don't have wax paper, just use like parchment paper or really just whatever you feel like. Voila. Mom, does this look okay? Alternating red and green, red and green, red and green, red and green, red and green. Alright everyone, so I hope you enjoyed learning how to make some shortbread. It's really quick and fun and easy, and I hope you all have a very jolly Christmas filled with lots of cookies. Ooh, ah.